Previously on Wine Wars.
Did we sing Happy Beaujolais to you before?
Happy Beaujolais to you.
I think we should do that.
Happy Beaujolais
Okay, so just want
to you. Happy Beaujolais, dear Anne. Happy Beaujolais to you.
Oh, we both went up on the...
Damn it.
Wine Wars, the show with four friends who love three things: wine and Star Wars.
Welcome to Wine Wars. You're joining the four of us as we sniff, sip, and talk about wine live from our kitchen in Madison, Wisconsin. How's everyone doing tonight? Pretty great. I'm Ann Spectator, FY.
Bonjour.
Amy.
Bonjour. No, bonne nuit.
Ah, bonne nuit.
Because it's the evening.
Scott, bonjour.
Well, how's it going? I don't know what bon nuit means. I got a D- in Spanish.
Redneck. I can say, like, décolletage rouge. You have a red...
Does that mean redneck?
It means you have a red décolletage.
Décolletage right here.
So your upper chest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just above the clavage?
That's what I got for redneck.
Just above the clavage. He shops at Target.
Well,
And Jason's here too!
Glad you could join us, Jason.
super.
How are we doing, everybody?
Yeah, so tonight...
We are celebrating a harvest. Harvest. As you can tell, we've dove into these wines already.
We've been celebrating.
But it's because the Beaujolais baby's brand new and we're already eating it.
You eat your wine?
And my babies.
Sometimes we put it in a bowl and lap it up.
Oh, that's Theo.
Lap it. Beaujolais Nouveau.
You thirsty, Theo?
Just let me drink. This is on purpose loud drinking because he's really sick of podcasts.
Why are you guys...
I thought when we moved to the new house you wouldn't do this anymore. I thought it was just a phase.
I thought when we moved you'd leave those crappy friends.
Rebellious drinking.
So the friends didn't stay there? They came with?
This is how I do my drinking.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So anywho, Beaujolais, Anne.
Beaujolais. I don't know, Scott. You tell me.
I don't know, Anne. You tell me.
Gamay
Is it
grapes?
Beaujolais in here, or is it just me?
So as Anne said, the Beaujolais Nouveau released 2 days prior.
2 days.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 2 days prior.
Thursday of odd 16?
But this came from France?
Came from France.
How is it possible?
2 days ago.
On Thursday, they released it for the first time. I hear there were 120 parties.
Yes, so Beaujolais, France is essentially the southern tip of Burgundy, northern tip of Rhone. So it's the area between those two regions. Sometimes gets lumped in with Burgundy. It's not, I don't know if you could say it's officially part of it or not, but it's its own thing.
From all of my wine knowledge, I have always learned that Beaujolais was part of Burgundy. And I would have always assumed, with that knowledge, that it should be Pinot Noir.
Which it is not.
Which it is not.
Yes,
So this is what I learned tonight.
For the reds, it's Gamay, Gamay, which is a very thin-skinned grape, similar to
Similar
Pinot
to
Noir.
Pinot, yep.
The
Noir.
Thanks, Jason.
Well,
there are multiple.
there are
Pinots.
multiple Pinots.
Yeah.
The juice runs white, so you get a very light wine, especially with the Beaujolais Nouveau.
The Gamay grape juice is white.
Yes.
Okay,
so
but it's a red grape.
Yes. So the pigmentation all comes from the
Skin?
skins.
Skins.
Yeah. So as
It's like
Anne,
a super dark rosé.
yeah, which is Jason, his eyes just lit up when we told him it's almost like a rosé.
It's like the best of both worlds. You get your red wine fix and your rosé fix.
Maybe that's why I like rosé.
Maybe.
So as you said, Anne, 120 parties were kicked off on Thursday in Beaujolais.
They do a big jam, right?
It's their harvest festival.
Yep.
Similar to Thanksgiving here in the United States, which we had a couple weeks ago on our show.
Yeah, but we don't have 120 parties.
We have several million.
Oh. Right. Football. Turkey.
Football. So it's a big to-do in Beaujolais. So the Beaujolais Nouveau is harvested in the September months approximately in the region, and then pressed, fermented super quick, and put out at 12:01 a.m. the third Thursday of November, which was.
So this is what we're at. It's the third Thursday. What is it today?
Today is the third Saturday.
Third Saturday. So that means it was pressed, bottled, and shipped to the United States. That doesn't even.
It was
make sense.
released on Thursday.
How many people live in Beaujolais?
7.
You
7
told-
people.
No, I think you told me.
You could ask
Oh,
Alexa
the-
nicely.
Alexa, how many people live in Beaujolais, France?
I can't find the answer.
Of course
to the
you
question,
fucking
Mary.
can't.
Anne and Alexa do not like each other.
No. It's kind of funny though. It kind of reminds me of like when you ever watch I Love Lucy and Lucy and Ricky will argue. It's like
It's like
She's
it's like the
Lucy and
Lucy
you're
and Ricky
Ricky.
of our day. And Alexa.
Jeez.
All right, never.
I don't know.
never mind.
Alexa, you got some splaining to do.
My point is, it's a lot of parties per capita. That
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's at a party. It's a BFD in Beaujolais.
So I
That's
think-
my point.
So so Beaujolais itself is 34 miles from tip to tip.
That's what she said.
so that's like a county in Texas.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That's like a county here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's-
not a huge region.
It's smaller than a county.
So 120 parties going on. Sounds pretty awesome.
Yes.
Like maybe I should rethink some vacation plans.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Or
So
just make some plans.
and actually, the northern part of Beaujolais is referred to as Haute, or Haute, H-E-A-U-T.
UTE.
And then the southern part is Bas, B-A-S, Ba. I don't know. I got a D minus in Spanish, so
Let's
I'm not
call it
gonna help
Bose. You know what I'm saying?
you. Baus.
Nope.
Baus.
But what we're drinking here is a 2016, hence third Thursday. It's so you're gonna have to help me here. It's Domaine Dupeuble,
Dupeuble Nouveau.
Dupeuble Pere Fil.
Pere Fille.
What does that mean?
Father and sons.
Oh, there we go.
Father and son, I think.
So the Dupeuble, father and sons.
So, but this seems like a fairly good Beaujolais Nouveau. They say that Beaujolais Nouveaux can be, if they're like over manipulated, can feel real cheap, like a popsicle. And
Yes.
which is some of the stuff we've had in the past. Beaujolais Nouveaux like can feel like that's not
Just
that's
too
not-
tart?
too
or-
tart.
Yeah.
And just totally good wine like just artificial popsicle.
Right.
But good stuff. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not getting any popsicle on this.
Exuberant berryness.
Yeah, to me this tastes like, oh, this wine's gonna be so awesome. I want to drink it 3 weeks after it was bottled.
It smells like candy.
And that's what it's supposed to be. It's meant to be like
I can't wait.
we did it. We're drinking it.
Yeah.
And
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
And we're gonna have 120 celebrations because none of us can wait.
Booyah.
I'm gonna be honest at the beginning, top of this episode. Not a Beaujolais fan.
As a whole?
In general, I've never found one that I was like, I want more of that.
No, well, I think that's the whole thing with it is I think it's inexpensive and it's not sophisticated. And it's meant to be just like slammed. I think
I want
it's
to
like
be cool, so I don't want it to be like that. But it's like tart and weird.
Strawberry.
It doesn't taste like wine.
It's
yeah,
not for-
strawberry. Yeah,
not
Straight
for
yeah.
up strawberry.
everybody.
Kind of almost strawberry bubble gum.
Yeah.
which is
It's
it's
weird.
designed to be like that.
Right.
That's the way it's and
It's meant to
that's
be
just-
drunk right away.
and that's just not your jam. and
Which
that's
would be
fine.
like a what's the?
Think it through. Take your time.
Well, I'm thinking about in Spain making the
Sangria?
sangria. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be great for sangria.
yeah.
Ooh, fair. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well, how
easily
much is it?
easily accessible.
Did you say bubblegum?
I think I said strawberry bubblegum. Yes.
It totally smells like that now that you said it.
Oh yeah. It's suggestive.
But Beaujolais doesn't need to necessarily be that.
No.
As you
Oh,
go
yes.
up, so Beaujolais Nouveau
It's a very unique thing.
is like a
It's like the hot off the press.
hot off the press.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are multiple different levels of designation in Beaujolais.
This is a Nouveau we're having.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the young one.
Like this is 2 weeks old.
Tastes like it's 2 weeks old.
It's 2 months old from when they harvested and pressed it. And we'll talk a little bit more about the production techniques that they use for that in a second. But the Beaujolais region has multiple designations. Beaujolais Nouveau is really something unique. Other than that, there's 3, which is you can have just Beaujolais in general, which is the overall region from, like I said, tip to tip, from Burgundy down to Rhone. Excuse me. Then
But
they
you
have,
would think it would be leaning towards Syrah.
well, no, I mean, it's all about the grape, right?
Get
Grape,
Rhony.
grape in the soil. What was that?
Because it's Rhony.
Oh. I think that, I mean, Syrah is such a unique grape.
well, it
You
seems
can
like
have something-
Gamay is too.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah, totally different.
is Beaujolais only made out of Gamay grapes?
Yes. The white, the reds are 100% Gamay, and the whites are actually Chardonnay. So that hence adds more confusion to the Burgundy
Well,
designation.
I'm
that
so confused
overlaps
now.
with Burgundy.
So you mean that there's a white Beaujolais?
Sure.
Oh, holy shit!
In each region, they're going to have like an official white and red grapes.
Is there a white Beaujolais?
Because Beaujolais is the region and Gamay
oh,
is the
Gamay
grape.
is the grape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Gamay
Okay.
is the red grape of Beaujolais. That's the official grape, and they.
But then Chardonnay is the
white.
grape of
Correct.
Beaujolais.
But so Beaujolais designation is just if you're in anywhere in the Beaujolais region.
Hold
then-
on. Woke up this morning. Got myself a Gamay.
Sopranos. Oh, I love it.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes.
Jason just divorced me with his eyes.
Well, I just married you with my lady.
Eyes.
Maybe yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We never finished Sopranos. We're
No.
like halfway through last season. I'm just like,
We don't know how it ends, and it's like 15 years old.
What?
it's
yeah.
so boring.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, you're not eating enough pasta.
Yeah. You're not doing it right. You got to do it on Sunday nights. Pasta, wine, Sopranos.
So-
Oh, Matt,
1
we've
hour
been doing
every
it all
Sunday
wrong.
night.
Oh, we've just
Yeah.
been watching it, thinking it might be a good show.
No, you
And
got
that
to
was
make it.
my fault.
It's a cultural experience.
Yeah, on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays with a salmon patty.
Yeah.
No, you need a cannoli on a Sunday.
But you got a goo.
But you know what is funny is like when shit goes bad, you know? My inner voice now channels Tony Soprano, goes, what are you gonna do? And it's just like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
So, anyway, Beaujolais.
Third pass at this. So there's multiple designations. Beaujolais is the general designation for the whole region. Next,
Cheese is so good.
you're fired. Next step up is the Beaujolais-Villages, or villages, as would read. The Village, there are 39 Village designated Beaujolais.
Is that what we're gonna have next?
This is what we're having.
We will have, next in a second. Then the
Pour it
top
out.
tier is the Cru designation. So,
Is that?
yes, we'll get there in a bit.
I just want to make sure that I drink them in order.
Oh, yeah. The Cru designations, there's only 10. So, as you can see, it gets smaller and smaller, obviously.
Did she say?
The Crus and the Village, you kind of get more towards the northern region of Beaujolais as you get smaller and smaller. So, closer to
Closer
Burgundy.
to Burgundy, which makes
So
sense.
We should
Probably more expensive land. Probably more.
Well, Beaujolais is not terribly expensive.
That's what
Even
I'm
the
saying.
Crus, you can get $20. Taking a step back to the Beaujolais Nouveau, part of the way that they produce it so quickly, and just you can jump in at any time, is they use what's called carbonic maceration. So they harvest the grapes, they dump them whole cluster. They don't crush them as you normally would.
They leave them on the cluster?
Yes, so you dump them whole cluster in a vat, seal the vat, and then you kind of pump it full of carbon dioxide. And that pressure pushes the grapes down. Carbonic dioxide, yes. Carbon dioxide, pushing the grapes down. And then they let the natural yeasts on the grapes initiate the fermentation. And then the fermentation actually occurs within the berry itself. And this is a technique that, I mean, anyone can use it, but Beaujolais Nouveau is very well known for it. And they're really kind of the ones who, I don't know necessarily pioneered it, but that's really their technique. That
Like they've kind of kept it alive.
Right.
They might want to try like a different fermentation or a different grape or a different region.
Do you want to write a letter to
a different amount
Dear-
of aging?
Dear Beaujolais?
President Beaujolais.
It's the mayor of Beaujolais. Let's say that. Dear Mayor of Beaujolais.
I have a suggestion in your maceration.
Perhaps you could
Different
try,
maceration.
or maybe
Shall be applied.
maybe a different grape. Have you thought about that?
There's very good grapes north and south. Try either.
Sincerely and Spectator Esquire. Written but not dictated.
You know that's exactly how she would write it, too.
Wait, that.
I like that you became like a southern plantation owner as we went through that.
Picturing a white suit.
And you have a
Colonel
straw.
Sanders with a big mustache. When did Anne become Colonel Sanders?
It just
So-
makes
I'm
sense.
just telling you how I feel.
No, that's fine, and it's not for everyone, right? Every grape's not for everyone,
True.
but there's a different use for all the different wines. So
I actually don't mind the grape so much as the wines maybe are
it's
spectacular.
It's
Okay.
a super young wine. It's
So
meant
I'm
to be
How do you know
at a
it's
party.
the grape, though?
I'm just going to weigh in as
as
the person here at the table who is least discriminating. I think that's pretty clear.
Because you married me? Is that what you're saying?
Bam!
No, but you said that. No, what I mean is, like, since it's Beaujolais Nouveau, this is all the people who can't wait. They're like, I've been busting my ass all summer.
Yeah.
Taking care of these vines.
Got to drink it.
I got to drink it. And so I feel like when you're impatient, you're willing to overlook a few things.
Well, I think also, so, it's a celebration wine. Like, if you're at a party, a big festival, and there's, a big buffet going on, and
like
music
after 3
playing,
glasses, who cares?
Yeah.
and you're pouring it, it's a great wine for
I
that.
would definitely drink this as like a 4th, 5th bottle.
Remember on our last episode where you're like, hey, my snobbery's really getting in the way.
Yeah.
This isn't snobbery. This isn't a very good wine to me.
Like, Anne wouldn't buy this again, and I totally
You know what's
understand
interesting
that.
though is most French wine Anne is all in.
About
I am all in, usually.
But that's because it's more than 3 weeks old or whatever.
I think
This just doesn't have much depth to it.
And this is the second one.
so tart.
is she still on the first? Well,
No,
This
she's
is the
on the
second.
second one.
okay. So you want to talk about the Village?
Sure. So winemaker's notes: this crisp, fruit-forward, juicy wine has expressive aromas and flavors of ripe red berries with nice weight in the mouth. Food pairings are light red meats and grilled or roasted white meats.
So what's the producer?
Louis Jadot from the Beaujolais-Villages.
Right. So Louis Jadot is a producer that's very readily accessible.
Yeah. You can
They
get
are
this
pro-
anywhere.
They are probably, in my wine drinking history, that's what you associate with Beaujolais.
Yeah.
Is you go in that aisle and you see this logo, and
It's a cream logo, all black lettering with a very
like a headpiece.
Statue chick.
yeah.
Statue chick.
But it is
Louis
everywhere.
Jadot.
So it's
I prefer this over the last one.
Yeah. So this definitely gets more complex, right?
Yeah, but
this is 1 week old. This is
Couple
First
years.
one was
2013.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you
So
go.
this has more spice to it.
Well, and in the description here, it does say that the Beaujolais region is known for bright, easily drinkable red wines.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's a good
it's
word.
It's
I
for
really like this.
it's for festivals, party time, drinkable. It's not like let's sit over a fine meal and kind of analyze
Right.
a bottle of something.
Yeah.
It's party! Woo! I just got done harvesting. I'm drinking this. I'm drinking a lot.
What's the price point on this?
Those you can get like $10.
This one exactly.
Yeah. I don't remember because we bought it a long time ago. But
Because generally, like, this tastes like a lot of the kind of entry level Burgundies
Yeah.
that you can get. This doesn't taste very much different to me than any of those.
No, I definitely don't think it's very complex. I think it's just kind of you're more interested in interacting with people than you are about what you're holding in your glass. So
Good point.
I also
But I-
don't think it's going to age. Like, it's not going to get more complex with age.
well,
It is what it
Beaujolais,
is.
they're meant to
some
be dry.
are designed to be aged. The Beaujolais Nouveau obviously is not. You're going to want to drink that pretty quick.
you
Or
think
never.
that you think maybe the aging would have to do with the winemaker's techniques?
Sure, yeah. So like the carbonic maceration is not going to set it up to age as well as if you put it in oak and all these other.
I think that they're meant to actually be drunk
Yes.
immediately. They are not
the Nouveau
meant
for sure.
like drink it. Those shouldn't
Yep.
last.
The Village you can probably age 2,
Couple
3,
years.
4 years.
Which is where we're at with this
Which is,
one.
and so we're right in the
Do you,
sweet spot
do
with
you
it.
know
This
how
one
long
is
we've had this
fine.
one?
A year.
Oh, okay.
This one's fine.
That's 2013, so that's 3 years old.
And I like this one. It's got more spice to it.
Like when it says light red meats and grilled or roasted white meats, I'm kind of thinking of like, so we do surf and turf at Christmas. We grill steaks and then we have like baked lobster with crab meat stuffed inside it's amazing. So I think like this, I don't know.
Be a good balance between the two.
Yeah, since you're having like the two, I don't know. I mean, steak's a little heavier.
It would probably
Yeah,
hold. It
I
probably
think it would hold up
fine.
okay. Yeah.
What is a light red meat?
Just like weight wise, only like 6 ounces.
I should ask my dad. He's in the meat industry. Like, Daddy.
Abe Froman.
Yeah,
Sausage
Such
king.
king of
he
Chicago.
totally is.
He is the sausage king of Chicago.
My dad is.
Wow.
Yep, that's why we always have a big log of summer sausage in the freezer.
So,
So,
do we have to keep drinking this, or
well, so even this one wasn't. There was nothing you found enjoyable about this.
it's fine? I said it was fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay. I must have missed that.
Still,
Again.
it's fine.
We have had regular shitty French Beaujolais or French Burgundies that taste so similar to this that you're like, oh, this is good.
But
So you're
they
comparing
feel
this to
like
a
they have
shitty
more
Burgundy.
potential. I just don't see this lasting a long time.
No, it's not designed to be that
So
way.
Anne's
Right.
all about potential now. Guys,
I don't know. I'm not into this. as
you're a
much.
snob.
Well,
You're snobbing right now.
you turned me into this snob. I came out a normal person.
She drank her wine out of the little mini bottles like
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah, I would have some Prego, some Sutter Home, and I was perfectly happy. The new people,
Do you guys want to have some Prego
it sounds delicious.
You just want to have a spoonful of
medicine?
this
I
spaghetti
just
sauce?
leave it in the fridge.
Spaghetti sauce, really?
No,
No.
Oh,
no. But I'm saying that is where I came from. I don't know. This
Yeah.
Beaujolais is not for me.
Okay, so the next level up from the Village is the cru designations. So as I said, there's 10 different crus. The one that we are having is, and I'll let you pronounce it, Fleurie.
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 Yep.
F-L-U-E-U-R-I-E.
ooh, the
It might
color on this
mean,
is
I don't
pretty.
know. I could be wrong. It might mean flowery.
This is more garnet than that like baby ruby color.
Yeah,
so
so-
maybe you'll get some more complexity.
So this is a...
Is this what you're already drinking?
No, not yet. Give me 1 second. So this is a Potel Aviron, A-V-I-R-O-N. Just check the notes. We'll have information on all these. So that's a producer. So a cru Beaujolais actually won't necessarily say cru on the bottle. It'll just have the actual cru region, which is the Fleurie. Fleurie is considered the most feminine of regions. Some say that's just due to the naming of it, because it's close to Fleurie, I suppose. This, you would expect a cru, the highest tier, perhaps to be quite expensive. You can buy this right off of Kermit Lynch, the importer, their website for $18. So it's not terribly expensive.
Well, I'm just smelling this. It's nice.
So I think this is a much more, you can tell when you look at it, it's aged much more. We've been airing this out in our decanter for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes.
This is nice.
This smells French.
Yes.
It's the first one that has like a hint of the barnyard that you were talking about.
And this is a 2009. And actually, I was going to say, that's a good point. So I was going to say,
it is much better.
Going back to the Beaujolais Nouveau, it has none of that barnyard,
This has so
feel
much
to
more
it.
complexity than either of the other two.
You know what's weird? Is it smells like it was aged in like rum barrels or.
Well, I think that's just the age
Like a dark
on it.
liquor.
It does not smell like it's a. You should smell this. It's.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm already.
It
This.
smells like it's like.
So you're on board with this?
Well, it's really interesting. Now I'm intrigued. Yes.
The other ones are just flat.
They are kind of flat.
Yeah.
This one's a lot more dynamic.
But I think if
This is crazy. The nose.
the
on
difference,
This. The nose on this is like it was aged in a Jack Daniel's barrel.
and this is an 09, so
It tastes like brown liquor.
It has a distinct nose of like a Jack Daniel's.
maybe I don't drink enough Jack Daniels to compare to it. But yes,
It's like a Scotch. It's like a
I don't
big
drink
whiskey.
Scotch either.
I don't like whiskey or scotch, but I like this wine.
Yeah, so I think what you're getting, it has a much more.
Thanks,
Theo's
Theo.
drinking again.
Very thirsty dog.
There's been a lot of drinking and napping.
Public service announcement. Thanks, Theo. We should all drink water.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
Take a big glug.
We might need to figure out the recording system for the future.
Well, in the future, we can just straight up mic his water bowl.
Yeah, that way it's we can that way we can level it in just slightly. Because now I think it's probably overwhelming, but like in the future we could just like lightly put it in there.
I think it's endearing. We have a doggy on a podcast. It's pretty great. And he's on there forever, for all time.
Oh. Theo, say hi to the audience.
Oh, now it's time for dinner.
Oh, it's digging time.
Digging for his
Oh, he doesn't know what to do with his bed. He digs in his head.
He's a cuckoo dog.
Anywho.
Sorry, listeners.
Not helpful. Not helpful.
Maybe you should describe his eating habits there.
So
The
I
detail.
think this is left over from being like Canis lupus. Is that what it is?
He had lupus?
No.
Canis,
Canis lupus.
Canis lupus
That's
anorexis.
What's he, a hungry puppy?
So he hunts his food by, well, it's actually a whole production. He sniffs it. He does like a loop around the house. He sneaks back up on it. He sniffs it. He nudges it with his nose. He does a loop around the house.
He's
He
a hunter,
comes back,
gatherer.
And he digs and digs before he attacks it by eating it.
The food you put in his bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, you gotta feel bad when you're like are a
Are you grounded?
a hunter, and all of a sudden it's just like provided for you, and you're like, well, shit.
Yeah, what do I do now?
Yeah. What is my purpose?
Oh.
Jinx, you owe me a new Coke.
Damn it. I got a Coke Zero for you out in the fridge.
Oh, Coke Zero? Awesome. So anywho, going back to the crew, I think this, I don't know if it won you over, but this is your favorite of the three.
It's interesting.
It's more Frenchy.
It's a little more Frenchy, although I don't know if you had not told me that it was French. I don't know that I would have.
I don't
guessed
know
that
if
it
I would
was.
know it either.
Maybe. It's got a little barnyard on it.
But at what did we say? $17.99.
$17.99.
Well, I don't know that I would have bought that.
And
at
as we said,
$17.99.
this one may be on its downslide from its peak.
This is a 2009, so it's 7 years old. That's pretty old for a
A wine wine that
Theo.
when it's young, it's meant to be enjoyed young.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the crews are supposed to hold up, but my guess is
5 to
probably 5 to 10. So
Yes.
this is on the
So
back half.
Yeah.
Really, the gist of it again comes down to give it a shot yourself, see if it hits your palate the right way or not.
You might be nuts for it.
Right.
You might.
How does it tap your palate?
And I think
Ooh, like that.
personally, I might investigate the cruise a bit more, try to get something more newer.
Yeah, more
and-
newer.
More newer.
I'd probably look for something like maybe 3 to 4 years old,
Yeah.
and then if you like it, get
buy
a
few
couple
and-
more.
Yeah. If I may, as a side note, so this is our last episode before we all see Rogue One.
Oh.
However, some new cast additions to the Han Solo movie.
Ah.
What Han Solo movie? What are you talking about?
So
Are
you
you
know
not
the
aware
Han
of this?
Solo movie?
There's a solo Han Solo movie.
What?
Hans Solo.
You know Han Solo?
Have you heard of Han Solo?
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
What are you guys talking about?
Well, we have a podcast that delves into the realms of
What?
Star Wars and
When did that
wine.
become a thing?
And then there's a character in the movie of Star Wars called
What are you-
Han Solo.
For real, what are you talking about?
So there is a so every other year between now until episode 9 is aired, and probably until the end of our lives, hopefully.
Lives.
There's going to be a new Star Wars movie. So this year is the Rogue One, which Anne is indifferent on.
It's
Super
like
indifferent.
a Beaujolais.
Oh no.
Is it like a Cru or a Nouveau?
Well, I'm a little nouveau about this new one.
Beaujolais 1.
Can you picture Poe drinking a nouveau? No.
There's not been a single character
Rhymes.
in
All
except,
that rhymes.
except for the cantina scene. No one's, and you can assume there's alcoholic beverages being served in the cantina.
Maybe
scene.
they're not. Maybe they're just fruity concoctions.
It's just blue milk that Aunt Peru.
Aunt Peru.
Man, if I lived on a sand planet, I'd be wanting to drink.
Yeah.
Well, you need a sugary substance and yeast. So is that available on Tatooine? I don't know.
I'm
Who's
all
to
about
say?
the blue milk out of the Tupperware.
I know.
It's funny because this morning Anne gave me blue milk out of Tupperware.
How did you do that? Like food coloring? Or is it just bad
it was
milk?
old.
Just kidding. That didn't happen.
No, because I cannot remember.
She was like, I did?
maybe I did.
Maybe I
don't
that.
We haven't
I
been home
would.
all day.
I totes would.
So
Yeah, you would.
this in 26 days I think from our recording, maybe a week and a half from the date this airs, Rogue One comes out. Then
We will see it.
we will see it. 364 days from that, on December 15th is Episode 8, and then a year after that is the Han Solo origin story movie.
I want to see that.
Well,
Who's going to play Han Solo? Do we know?
So Alden Ehrenreich,
I don't know him.
yeah, he
No one does.
he's been in a few things. I did not write it down.
But do you know that Donald Glover, right?
Yeah.
Donald Glover is going to play
Yeah.
Lando.
That's pretty cool. That everyone's
Is that
excited
Danny
about that.
Glover's son?
No.
Oh.
Unrelated.
But he's great.
Aaron.
Community is a great show.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott loves it. I don't
And he was
get
also
it.
really great in The Martian.
Yeah, he was in The Martian.
right.
He came up with figured out how to get
Yeah.
Matt Damon home. So
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that.
give me 1 second.
I don't know.
He's the
You
Donald
guys,
Glover of our
just
time.
the fact that the next movie comes out 364 days from this one feels so like somebody has a whiteboard somewhere where they are writing out the marketing plan to capture my dollars every 364 days.
Yeah.
That is not how it was. The 30-year glut that we had was like now welcomed.
Well,
No.
the originals came out like what, every 2-3 years?
3 years. But the pace of innovation and what they can do with movies is different now.
Because if they had the technology back then that they
Yeah.
have now, they would have cranked them out
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
365 days.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah,
I feel
But and
being
maybe this can reassure you.
like bullshitted.
Episode 8 was supposed to come out in I think March of 2018.
Yeah. It's
2018, yes.
backed up.
It got backed up 2017. It was supposed to be March 2017, but it got backed up due to delays in production to December. That's why I got pushed back. Otherwise, it's not every year. It's every
I just
6
feel
months.
You're eating up their bullshit with a spoon. Okay.
So, do you not watch
Hey.
Star Wars movies?
I do, but
Do
I
you
want
now? Would you prefer to like not know what happened to Han Solo?
I want to
Like,
know.
I
his
just think this
backstory.
episode has made me seem very contrary and angry and negative, and I'm not. But Beaujolais is sort of a questionable situation.
And
as-
so is Star Wars
as
at this
is-
point in Anne's career. Da, da, da. Until next week.
Pretty much.
Anywho, the new announcement this week is Emilia Clarke, who plays.
Daenerys Stormborn, Mother of Dragons.
Daenerys Targaryen.
What the fuck just happened?
She's the Stormborn, though.
What is a Stormborn?
That's one of her 100 titles that she has. I guarantee it.
I'm gonna Google this.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be huge.
What's a what? What?
These. What? Anyway, so have you ever seen? You guys don't watch Game of Thrones, do you?
Oh my god, you're missing out.
I know.
We do have. We've had HBO, but we have not watched Game of Thrones.
You gotta watch it, and then you have to watch it again, and then it'll make sense.
We would have watched it, but we were watching Ghost Hunters, so
Yeah.
are busy.
Anywho,
GOT.
Okay, well, anyway, the lady that plays Daenerys Targaryen,
She's
is,
gonna be in the
Robert
Han
De
Solo.
Niro's?
What?
No, her name's Emilia Clarke,
And she's gonna be in the Han Solo movie.
and I'm excited.
Unsure what her role will be currently, but.
But it will probably be awesome because she's a big deal.
Yeah.
So that script is, or that movie is shaping up, and I believe I told Jason this. I read online somewhere, so you know it's true, that there is a Disney script reader who read the script for the Han Solo film, which is being written by the dude who wrote episode
What's Lauren
5 and
Kasdan's
6.
son?
and Lauren Kasdan, who wrote Empire and Jedi and Force Awakens. That this was the script reader said this was the best script he's ever read. Period.
For the Han
For
Solo
the Han
story?
Solo story. That's a rumor on the internet, so you know it's true.
So you know.
There was hope.
I mean, it's a new hope, but
So that'll come out in 2018. The exact time has not been announced, but
All right.
Poe will not be in the movie.
All right.
but Han Solo and
I'm raised
Landau Calrissian.
And they're gonna be young and hot.
All right.
So going back, the guy playing Han Solo is Alden Ehrenreich. He was in Beautiful Creatures, Hail Caesar, Stoker, Blue Jasmine. He's been in a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to find something that Anne might know. He was on CSI.
Miami, though.
But was
episode
he on
Built to Kill
Ghost
Part 2.
Hunters?
He was not on Ghost Hunters.
What about
Oh.
Ancient
Yeah,
Aliens?
Yeah, see, on Ancient Aliens?
Not in Ancient Aliens.
Well, no one's gonna know.
Long
Does
Island,
anybody know then?
Long Island Medium. Real Housewives of anything.
I mean,
It's not on any.
I don't think anybody's gonna
I
know.
would argue this with you so hard if it weren't true.
Release date is targeted May 25th, 2018.
Ooh.
So we do know.
So only 6 months approximately after Episode 8
Right.
So life is good.
in the Star Wars universe.
Yep.
Okay. So to summarize, Beaujolais, it's not for everyone,
It is new. Vo.
but I think the Village is your best bet if you want to get into it.
I think you can get into it for 14 to 16 bucks easy.
The Village?
Yeah.
Oh, you can get that $10.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
then go for it.
Yeah.
Try it.
True is going to be more the 16 to 20.
Try new
Yeah.
things.
You get a Beaujolais Village and a Burgundy of the same price point just to see what the
That's a good experiment.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess next time you hear from us, we'll see what Anne's opinions on Rogue One are.
And all of our opinions.
Well,
I think that we're gonna like maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, you could be wrong.
Jason could love it.
Sometimes the outcomes of things surprise you.
Sometimes in
what
the
are you
world,
talking about?
sometimes in the world, things
Unexpectedly happen.
unexpectedly occur, and then like
And you have to-
everybody's thrown off.
And you got to deal with that for the rest of your life.
For like 4 to 8 years. That's something you have to
and
chew on.
more than likely for the rest of your life.
You have to drink all the Nouveau even if you don't want to.
Because Rogue One only happens once, and then you're set for the rest of your life. But we have hope, Anne.
We have a
hope
new
is
hope.
what rebellions are built on.
Right. I'm all about that.
Yep.
Thanks, God.
You're welcome.
And Poe is part of the rebellion.
And Poe.
And Poe.
Okay.
So until next time, remember, you're gonna want to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter
And the Instagram.
probably the Instagram.
And we would
if you feel so inclined, you're gonna please
leave a review on iTunes.
Yeah.
We would appreciate that. Help our numbers get up. And
Super
welcome
good.
to a lot of new listeners. We should have said this at the front. We have had a lot of new listeners recently. Thank you for listening. We're really happy you're here. We'll see you.
WineWarsPodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Shoot us an email.
WineWarsPodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, thanks everyone. Till next time, remember,
It's just great juice.